Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys for tuning in. Most of you who followed the page have followed it long enough to know that this is Coach Clee. It's your motivational speaker, your empowerment coach, your author, and your favorite baker's favorite baker. And we've got a bunch of fun things coming down the pipeline. We're not on the Coach Clee page right now. We're on the OneWay Publishing page because I got a special guest that I really want to highlight because he's done tremendous work, and it's his turn actually to showcase who he is. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing him to the page right now. Bam, Marion Small. Marion, how are you doing today?
What's going on, Coach Clee? Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad you're here as well. I'm doing pretty good, thank you. And I know that you're no guest to being interviewed by me. We've been in the lab before. It was almost a year ago to the date. About 10 months ago, you were on here, and before then we discussed on you publishing a book. And now it's already published in print and in the stores. What's it like to be a brand new author?
It's still unreal. It haven't hit me yet as to how I'm supposed to feel. Like it still feel like I can't really put it in words. Like I'm kind of shocked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say. It's like whenever it's finally happening, seeing a few people's responses on the book, it's like, oh man, it's pretty interesting. So I'm still like in the baby phases of it. Don't seem real to me right now.
Gotcha. What's before we jump into it and get real hot and heavy, what's the name of your book?
Cornell Buys his first pair of sneakers.
And there it is. And there's the book cover right there. Your book cover, your book. And can you give us a little brief synopsis? Don't give us all the pearls, the golden pearls and the nuggets, but give us a little brief synopsis on what the book is about.
Okay, yeah. So the book in summary is about Cornell, of course, who learns financial management through his parents, through buying his first pair of sneakers, and the journey to actually understanding what money is and obtaining the goal to get rich and not look rich. And so I felt like that was important for like our youth to capture, instead of trying to be materialistic, focus on stuff that actually matter instead of materialistic stuff that decrease in value once you buy it.
Mm-hmm. Makes perfect sense. And I think is highly needed today, as superficial as a lot of our young people are, and they may not even know it, that they're being brought up to actually want more materialistic things as opposed to planning for their future and doing a better job.
Mm-hmm.
And I know your book, I want to give it all away. I know you discussed that, but what made you actually want to decide to write a book?
Quarantine initially. so that was the legit reason. I didn't want to sit at home, and even though everybody was like teleworking and stuff, so I wanted to be like impactful. I actually watched it was a Western movie about Bass Reeves, the first black sheriff, and I was like comparing myself to him. I'm like, man, I'm not impactful at all in my eyes on as far as contributing to the community. So I wanted to create something that was digestible for kids. And financial management is something that I'm just now learning, at the age that I'm at now. And my train of thought was, if kids can learn it at 8 or 9, by the time they get my age, they'll be done mastered something that I'm just now learning about.
Right. It's not like you're reinventing the wheel. Is the wheel's already in play? You're just giving directions on how to keep the wheel rotating.
True story. True story.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm excited because I got to actually have this conversation with you. I got to hear it. The catchphrase we say, we can bring a mere thought to a book that's bought. And I remember the idea that you pitched, the information that you had, it helped develop into actually a final product, which I'm holding in my hand right now. It's pretty good. Cool. I mean, from the cover to no, I'm sorry, not the artwork, the words, I can't think of the font. There we go. The font of the book, the photographs in the book. I'm not gonna. I know you guys want me to turn it, but I'm not gonna turn it. Get your own copy and see for yourself. But
Look, I almost said, let me see it.
I will share one. This picture right here, a former guest on the show as well, was the last piece of the puzzle. That is an actual picture of him and his son a few years ago in a shoe store, and he's proud to be a part of your book to watch your dream come true. So I know you said you got a couple people that already purchased it and read it. How does that feel? And how's the excitement? I know how does it feel? What's all these?
Before I answer that, I do want to thank the gentleman and everybody else that was a part of the this process, because that picture, from what I've heard, it brought back memories, like from when they first time was in the shoe store. You know what I mean? So I do want to. They were the missing link to the puzzle, you know, and it fit perfect. So, but to answer your question, I still don't know how. You know, I can't really, like, I can see it happening, but it just hasn't hit me yet. And maybe it will on down the line, but I don't know. And I'm not trying to be humble or nothing like that. I just really don't know how. I'm happy, you know, but as far as me like displaying it, it's just regular to me.
I get it. Trust me, I know. Like we discussed off camera, that I remember when I published my first book, and it didn't hit me until the copies arrived at my address, and you open up that box and you see tons and tons of your book, the cover that you picked, the font that you picked, the pictures that are inside the book, the story that you typed up on your own, and to actually see a complete finished product that's tangible in your hand was such a surreal moment that you had to kind of I had to kind of step back and take a look and take a deep breath, like, wow, like it's really real. And not only that I think that's when the moment will hit. But you're right. That this is a staircase, and you're at level, let's just say 3 for the sake of argument, because now that you got a complete product, you still got to climb the steps. What's the next step? You're right on the cusp of Black History Month. You're right on the cusp of getting into a new season of actually having events or having book signings or going to locations and things like that. What's your next step?
So that's a loaded question, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't look for this to go further than a PDF that was already on my computer. Mind you, what people don't know is the actual book was probably 4 or 5 pages in Word, and y'all turned it into 36 pages, you know, of greatness. So I never saw past that, because that wasn't the original intent. I was just really doing it for like the kids, because I really want kids to be financial savvy, because we behind a major curve and it's costing us our life, you know, as a community. So you know, but you know, after talking to you, I realized I have to do pop-up shops, meet and greets, book signings. So I'm gonna play it by ear, play it as it go. I do want to and this was unintentional, for it to be complete by Black History Month. I didn't plan that out. It just, so that's why I said I like to go with the flow, because maybe it'll be more impactful in Black History Month. So I plan to hit all the book shops that I can, you know, and try to get it into the school districts and hopefully a part of the Scholastic Book Club.
Got you. I gotta you said a bunch of wonderful things, and I appreciate it. I didn't turn anything in, and all I did was bring the company. We brought forth your idea that you put on pen and paper. We helped through the course of conversations that we've had. We helped bring it out. I appreciate you giving me credit, but I can't take full credit, because this is your idea. This is your pet project. You did it.
But y'all, look, man, y'all showed out. I gotta say, I have to say that, because the whole time I'm thinking, how are they gonna turn 5 pages into a book? That was my whole thing. And then even the images I had, I'm like, I only gave you like 2 or 3 images, you know, and just to be a part of that process, like I didn't know what to expect. So if this is the bar, I don't think it'll be unmet. Like, to be a part of a publisher's process is something that everybody is not privy to, especially as a as an author, I guess. Like I never even considered myself an author until, you know, this book. I'm just I just consider myself a person who wrote a book, you know. But yeah, so it's all starting to, it's slowly starting to hit me, you know. Even in this interview, I'm like, okay, now I can talk like I'm Edgar Allan Poe or somebody, you know.
Out there. But yes, sincerely, congratulations to you. You are now, you can add that to your resume and your repertoire that you are an author of a published book. And the link will be in the headline on this post. So make sure everyone who's watching this, tag, like, and share, spread the word. Make sure you purchase your own copy from the link that'll be posted. Make sure you also leave a review. Make sure the reviews are very important, because once people start looking into something who don't actually know Marion Small, they'll read the review and find out what a great person he is, who wrote a great book, and he deserves that kind of attention. He deserves that kind of congratulations as well.
Respect. Respect, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Got anything else that you want to say?
Yeah, so you'll probably be getting texts from me every now and then, like, man, I still appreciate it until it wear off. You know, you and Master Sergeant Nelson. He was the one who actually, I told him this like in a regular conversation, and he turned it into, you know, so he was the jump start of all of that. So I appreciate that, and everybody else that was involved in the process. So absolutely,
and congratulations to you. And this won't be the last time coming. You said you can see a series coming, and we're gonna make that thing happen.
True story. I'm with it. You know, into the paper.
There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you grab your copy. Make sure that you tag, like, and share. Spread the word. Let everyone know. Bam! Cornell buys his first pair of sneakers. The artwork was done by a friend of mine's family member as well. And so a lot of things, it came together, and it came together like a champ. So thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys check that out. And we're going to be out of here. Have a good night. And peace.
Brought to you by Tillman Productions.